put up all these posters of Steph Curry? What the heck?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to episode 6 of the Across the Board podcast. A
Yes,
little light
sir.
weekend. This is the first no NFL episode, so we'll see how this goes. But we still got a lot of stuff to talk about. We all had a good weekend. Miles, how was your weekend?
It was pretty good, pretty relaxing weekend. Got to watch some golf. Didn't watch NBA All Star, but caught the highlights. A lot of college basketball that was good to tune into. So it was a pretty solid weekend, pretty quiet weekend here in Brooklyn. Neeks, how about you? How was your weekend?
It was pretty chill, pretty calm. Nothing much. We celebrated my grandpa's birthday. He turned like 82. That's pretty cool.
Shout out Gramps. Shout out
Um,
Yeah, for
Abuelo.
real. Shout out.
it's kind of depressing as a sports fan. There hasn't been really much going on, but just hanging in there until we get our sports back.
That's
Nano,
fair.
what
That's
you got going
fair.
on?
Not much. Not much. It's a pretty chill weekend. Got to play some golf. Luckily, not anything crazy. Got to see hometown hero Wemby. Just came. Not exactly hometown, but got to see Wemby go off in the All Star. So it was a good weekend. Pretty chill and ready to get into things.
It was an eventful weekend, as we'll get right into it with our best highlight of the week. Nano, would you like to go first?
Yeah, continue talking about my boy Wemby. San Antonio obviously loves this guy, but he was bringing his A game to the All Star game. So my highlight is actually Wemby winning the tip, then dunking on Cade Cunningham. Uh, Absolutely little broad, but yeah, wherever it is, you can see. But that was a great one. Amazing highlight and great start to an all-star game. But what about you, Matt? What'd you have this week?
So my best highlight was from Monday, President's Day. Shout out if you celebrate that.
Mm, shout
We started
out.
off President's Day with the U.S. women's team beating the snot out of somebody, but Taylor Heisey scored for the U.S. women's, and then Lyria Knight, her brother Nate, hit the game-winning three. It was you could see it probably right here. It was a no dipper, so he didn't put his hands down in the corner to beat
Mm.
the Houston Cougars in a great game in the Hilton Magic. Uh, Neeks, what you got for your best highlight?
Uh, my best highlight of the week is from Canada hockey. Macklin Celebrini had a banger of a goal, and the Olympic hockey has been popping off. So I think the Americans play tomorrow. So looking forward to that.
They do. It's been an eventful hockey Olympics for the NHLers. Miles, what you got for the best highlight?
Yeah, so mine comes from Pebble Beach. Scotty Scheffler, no one golfer in the world, made an incredible charge from 8 back on Sunday to having the lead for a decent portion of the day. And on the 18th hole, very iconic hole at Pebble with the Pacific Ocean lining the entire left side of the hole. Scotty hits his second shot into the par five. After a 300-yard drive, he has just over a little bit over 200, a little bit less than 200 yards in, and he hits a beautiful draw into the green and leaves himself about 6 feet for eagle, which he then makes and takes the lead of the tournament. So it was just a very very beautiful golf shot. We'll obviously show it right here, and just goes to show that he's the number one player in the world.
Scotty Scheffler. Scotty Scheffler.
Boy,
Seems like
Scotty,
Scotty does
number
that every
one.
week. He's just on fire right now. We'll move along to our niche sport highlight of the week. I'll go first. Um, I saw the Olympics are giving us some great niche topics, and in curling, I've been watching some curling, and it's very easy to get into, and it's very exciting to watch. The U.S. women's team beat Canada in a first. It's the first time ever beating Canada in the Olympics. They
Hell
squeaked out
yeah.
a 9-8 win. It was very exhilarating. It was a back and forth match, and the U.S. got it done. they were still in the round robin, so they seem like they're going to move on into the knockout stage in the medal rounds. So yeah, it was a great game and it was a great win for the country. Miles, what you
Yeah.
got for your niche?
Yeah, so staying in the golf world, Anthony Kim, who's a blast from the past, he was a very prominent golfer back in 2008, 2009 on the PGA Tour. He was a Ryder Cupper. He has 3 PGA Tour wins, but he recently has made news for coming back to Live Golf, and so he made his debut on Live Golf 2 years ago. After leaving pro golf after a terrible Achilles injury in 2012, and so he stopped playing for a decade. And so he came back with a vengeance and won actually at the Live event in Australia this week at Adelaide, which is a very
Shout out
historic and
Adelaide.
beautiful, yeah, down under. It's a beautiful course down there. And so he was able to outlast John Rahm and Bryson DeChambeau in the final round, and he shot a final bogey free 63 in the final round, and was able to win his first golf tournament in well over a decade. So it was a very special moment, and the golf world was very much up in arms about it. So that was my niche golf or niche news of the sports news
Up
of
in
the
arms.
week.
Did he get the
But
bag or did he get the bag or what?
I mean, it's Live Golf. He
Uh,
he
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 he got
got
the
the bag.
bag. Yeah.
Must have been for a 13-year or whatever hiatus he was on.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, just the purse alone was 20 mil. So
you
I'll have
know,
to do some digging to see how much he got
Yeah.
himself. But yeah,
I
yeah,
think he got. I can't remember. I think it's 18% though. I don't remember.
yeah. I'll confirm that.
in a weekend's work, I'll take that. I don't think anybody in the world will take that. Nano,
Exactly.
what you got for your niche?
Literally. Yeah, so for my niche sport, I don't particularly have a highlight over a player or person, but instead it is actually the rodeo coming into town, San Antonio Rodeo, which if you're not from the South is a huge thing. Okay. Luckily, I was able to go Friday night. Got to see some great bucking, bull riding. It was a good time. Finished with watching Hank Williams Jr., which is my favorite country artist of all time. But yeah, rodeo is happening until the end of the month. So if you're anywhere near San Antonio or a big rodeo fan, watch it on TV. It's a great time. But that's what I had this week. Big rodeo times.
That's exciting news. I would love to go to a rodeo one day. Neeks, what you
One
got?
of those things.
So going to the Olympics, I was watching. I don't know what the event was called, but it was like a race downhill, and it was on the part of the dunes.
Oh,
It was like snow
mulligans.
dunes, and like
I mean moguls, the
yeah, the
speed
moguls.
moguls.
Yes, the speed
Hmm.
moguls exactly. And like some
Oh,
guy like lost control. Did you see that? And he went like
the
backwards.
the backward flip. I hope that we can actually play that clip because that is insane. I
I was just
forget
scrolling my phone trying to find it, but
I forget his name, but I believe that it was two U.S. skiers going down, and they were doing a time trial. And yeah, neither one of them could hold the line because if you look at those moguls, they're insane.
yeah,
But then he finished, came onto the ramp that's at the bottom, like effortless backflip. It's crazy, and then lands, falls, and finishes going down backward. It was pretty crazy.
I saw. I don't know if you guys seen the cross country like on the skis. That is
Mm,
insane. I don't know if you saw. It was like the viral clip of the guy like running uphill with the skis on.
yeah,
And then I saw
I forgot.
I saw one girl. I think she like head first went into the snow and did a flip, and one of her skis fell
Ooh,
off. And I think
oh
yeah,
my
she
gosh.
still finished with a medal. So shout out to
Really?
dude, like
yeah,
this sport looks crazy. Like they're just totally just riding on
clean
these
that.
dunes. Look at that, boom, boom, boom.
Oh,
Like
Look at
what?
that.
oh!
how did how does one get into that
Oh,
sport?
there's another one. There's another one because there's one where he does a flip, lands, and then like pops back up going backwards and still wins.
I think this is it.
Um, but yeah, the cross country ski. Are you talking about that clip?
Yes, yes. Look at that guy go.
Bro,
Look
look
at him
at
go.
that guy.
He's 11
I
miles per
think he's
hour.
Oh
just
my
taking
God.
off.
Dude, that's
He's
insane.
taking off.
That looks like it shouldn't
But
work, but yeah, we'll move
yeah.
along. That was a great niche segment, folks. Next, we have the women's spotlight. I skipped that one last time I was hosting, but we're gonna putting a point of emphasis not to
Yeah,
skip
we're
it.
tapped in. We're tapped in now.
Neeks, what's your women's spotlight?
My woman's spotlight of the week is American bobsledder becomes the oldest U.S. woman to win gold at the Winter Olympics. She's 41.
Oh.
Alana Mayers Taylor. She is the most decorated female bobsledder and has competed in 5 Winter Olympics. This is her. Got the gold. Go bobsledding.
Got on her. So since Neeks took
Yeah,
my
for
women's
real.
spotlight, I'm gonna take his that he said before. Brianna Stewart seems to be
Yeah.
strong arming the WNBA amidst the CBA negotiations he signed with the EuroLeague Fenerbahce in Turkey, I believe, to play in the EuroLeague next summer. Amid we don't know how the next season for the WNBA is going to go. These women are not happy with their pay, as Nick shows it to the screen. And I think the WNBA is booming, so let's give them a bump, you know?
Yeah.
Let's give them a bump. Miles, what you got?
Yeah, I just wanted to shout out the perennially dominant Yukon women Huskies, led by Gino Oriema. They're currently 27-0, haven't lost a game yet this season.
Dang.
They're playing Villanova tomorrow night, who is the only team in their realm, at least in the Big East. The rest of the top 10 is all SEC teams. The SEC is very strong, obviously, this year. So again, it seems like it's a crash course with depending on how the bracket shakes out, but it's a crash course between them and South Carolina again, um, which would be a very excuse me, Jesus, which would be a very fun matchup. So just wanted to shout out Gino, Hall of Fame coach, and yeah,
And who's the girl? AZ Fudd? Is that her name?
AZ Fudd. Yeah,
She is a
she's the
sharpshooter. She is
yeah.
a.
I mean,
I think
straight
she's
I
shooting
mean, you
bucket.
over
gotta
50
be to
from three.
go. You gotta be to be what 20 was 23
27 and
though?
0.
27.
27.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Gino
Yeah,
seems to have a squad every year, and it's one of the best dynasties ever
Yeah,
for
literally.
decades running.
Fair. Yeah.
Nano, what's your
Yeah.
women's spotlight?
Yeah.
Just last note on AZ Fudd. She's shooting 50, 40, 90 right now. So
What's she shooting from three? I thought she was shooting like over 50.
46.3.
Oh, must have had a bad game.
Mm.
Nano.
Yeah, so to kind of dive into what I had, really an interesting one here, but I'm talking about the start of the WPBL, the Women's Professional Baseball League. Yes, sir. Coming to town and starting its first ever season sometime after July 26th. And right now it has 4 teams on the lineup. We got NYC, Boston, LA, and San Francisco. So excited to see what happens to that. But yeah, the start of the WPBL should be interesting.
God, I didn't know there was a market for women's baseball. As a baseball fan, but maybe I'm mistaken. So I'll
Yeah,
tune
Yeah.
in. I'll tune in and see what these girls got.
yeah. Go
They're
support
probably
NYC.
nice. They're probably
Yeah,
nice.
they're. I mean, I would say go watch them in person, but unfortunately they're starting at Robin Roberts Stadium in Springfield, Illinois, so probably can't get out
Yeah.
there.
Segment after those three, we got 2-for-1 as the NBA segment. There was no NBA for the past couple of days because it was the All-Star weekend. I saw Friday, nobody was there for the Rising Stars thing in the Intuit Dome. And to be honest, I didn't watch Saturday. Neeks, I think you watched the Saturday festivities. What'd you think?
I watched. What was that even event called? It was skills. I think it's
Team Knicks.
Yeah, the
Team Knicks.
skills challenge.
I watched that. That was cool.
Was Timmy Chalamet on Team Knicks or what? Or you never put it past him.
It was not.
I saw that.
I watched the three-point contest. It was okay.
Yeah, guy that played
Can
0
I-
games won.
Yeah, like I
Nice.
mean, like I'm all for like Dame and being in the 3-point contest, but like, bro, like the guy has not suited up and played an NBA game this season, and yet he's winning. I thought Khan put up a fight. I mean, the lights just got a little bit too bright for him, I think. Um, but they gotta go back to like the Steph versus Sabrina
That was
and
good.
Caitlin Clark and stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
I think that's how they got the most eyes on the 3-point contest. And the 3-point contest is the only thing holding up All Star Saturday night. And so I think they
I
gotta
need
go
Caitlin
back
Clark in
to
that, man. I need Caitlin Clark.
they gotta have Caitlin and Sabrina
yeah,
versus
for
like
real.
Steph and Dame and see what happens.
And I saw the dunk contest, like Keshawn Johnson. I know who that is because I watch college basketball, but not. I
Hmm.
would say the average 99% fans
What
do
do you
not
guys
know
think
who that
about the
is.
dunk contest?
Well, there's only one guy that's at fault here, and it's LeBron James. I'm sorry, I love LeBron, but if he did the dunk contest when he was a Ute, everybody would want to do a dunk contest. Everybody would be
Like
in it.
you think if LeBron didn't do the dunk contest, like in if LeBron did the dunk contest in like 03, 04, Zion and Ja, like we've had so many generations of great dunkers that have not done the dunk contest. VJ Edgecombe should be in the dunk contest, should have done the dunk contest this past weekend. Like, why isn't he doing
Absolutely.
the dunk contest? And it's because we've made it not cool. And if part of it's the public's fault because we're gonna clown Jace Richardson for the next week for falling on his ass, which was very scary. Let's like he could have died,
That
and
was
so we're gonna
not pretty.
I didn't even
acknowledge
see it.
that.
Jesus Christ, that's
No,
horrible.
but
Bro,
I
you
shout
haven't
him out for
seen it?
doing it.
That's
Like at least
horrible.
he
Yeah, I mean,
did it.
at least he did it, but they're just so scared of being clowned that they're just like, we're not gonna do this event, and we're just gonna boycott this event, and it's to the detriment of All Star Saturday Night. That used to be the crown jewel of our All Star Saturday Night, and now we got
Yeah,
nothing.
I feel they should just like abolish it. We should have stopped doing it for like 50 years and bring it back.
I mean,
Because it's so played out now. Like I don't know.
we say good players should do it, and then Jalen Brown didn't. He jumped over Kai Cenat, so maybe we're wrong. But Nana, you got any thoughts about this or what?
it's not creative. I don't know. I mean, I saw the dunk contest was just basic. I felt like where was the cars? Where's spinning mascots? But yeah, I don't know. The things that I had about the All Star game really were, or the All Star weekend was the All Star game
Oh yeah,
where
we can get
Wemby.
into that.
Yeah, I mean, Wemby really decided to go hard and kind of become the catalyst for the All Star game to be good again. People actually trying, people going for things that they would go for in old All Star games. Winning the tip, going straight for a dunk. Why not?
Yeah, you
I
saw Ant said when he got the MVP, his first things was Wemby set the tone. He set the tone to begin the
Yeah.
game that he was trying his
Yeah,
ass off, and everybody should, and everybody started. Saw Kawhi have a great quarter, like
Oh my
what
gosh,
35 or 30 or something like that. And he
ridiculous.
was trying,
yeah.
and I'm like like Kawhi trying, like that raises
is
alarms.
is legit. Is legit. I thought it was a great not a great. I'm not gonna get crazy, but it was a very good showing for the All Stars. I think they did well with they did decently well with the format. I mean, these four separate games, it should have come down to US versus World. Like it coming down to two US teams versus each other was kind of weird. But I think the format has something there that they can explore it and make better. And yeah, I mean, you see Wemby come out, and I mean, there's one person in the NBA that is capable of, if they want to absolutely wreck a game on both ends, they can, and that's Victor Wembanyama. Like he can make all these All Stars look absolutely silly. So him coming out and dunking immediately on Cade was like, oh shit, like we're not just gonna be running up and down here chucking threes and doing bullshit. Like it's gonna be real. So I was happy to see
Yeah.
that. It's always nice to see like an actual real decent all-star game because we're not asking them to play like it's playoff intensity, but we would like, an entertaining game that's not 200 points to 190. So,
I don't know. As a
it was
sports bet,
nice.
kind of fun though. What those games? I kind of missed it.
Well, you should have bet Kawhi's over in that quarter, bro.
I didn't. There was like I only watched like the second to last game where he was like I think like
Yeah, that was pretty good. The I didn't like the end of the game. Like that fourth quarter was weird. Um, but the second and third quarters were amazing. I thought it was great. So
I would like to see like one-on-ones. That'd be cool.
I don't think the players are ever gonna do it
Or like a
though.
blacktop
Like
type beat.
they're just
Three
not
v
gonna
If they're
do
not
three.
doing
it
the dunk
though.
contest, they're never gonna do the 1-on-1.
Yeah, they're not doing the dunk
Yeah,
contest. There's
that's
no way they're
true.
doing. They're running ones, bro. Plus, Wemby
Yeah,
is anyone beating Wemby? Like, let's be so real about this.
Or maybe you could do
this.
like a blacktop, like maybe 3v3.
I mean, if
Point
you really
guard.
want to get creative, they could just do King of the Court. Every
Yeah.
single NBA player against Wemby. See what happens.
Street rules, dude. Street rules. All street rules.
Bro, they're not playing these
Elbows,
players.
shoulders.
Devin Booker's making $60 million this year. He's not playing
That's what I was
street
about to
rules
say.
against Wemby, bro.
Hey, more fun.
But it would have been it would be pretty fun if they did like maybe a 2v2. Maybe you could convince them to do that, but I doubt it.
I think they
It
took a
was
right
just
step with the U.S. first world. I think that's a good idea. I think they didn't. I think it's a problem now if they really want to do a real game because the two main guys who would not try are
On the world team, yeah,
Jokic
they
and
don't give
Luka who would not try at all.
bro. They don't care about the game at all.
But they'll have the guy that tries the most in Wemby. So maybe.
Yeah,
yeah.
never know.
Anybody else got anything else about the weekend, the All Star festivities?
Um, I did want to touch on Kevin Durant got himself in the news
Oh,
Yeah.
this weekend. Some alleged. This is totally alleged. We do not know if this is true, but allegedly, Katie's burner Twitter account got leaked, and there were some pretty damning tweets that will pop up on screen here.
Damn.
A couple that I just wanted to note that were very interesting and funny. Um, I can't trust Jabari to make a fucking shot or get a stop.
No
I'm not
way.
gonna say what he says at the end of that. At the end of that,
He be
he
selling
also
those, bro.
says
He be selling stuff.
he also said your franchise player can't shoot or defend. That's a way bigger issue than my turnovers, referring to Alperen Şengün. Um, and he says, I swear I miss Ben Simmons. At least that guy gave me the ball. So
See, how did he think that he
very
was not going to get caught saying
at
all
least the
this
only
stuff?
positive
First,
thing he said was for Brooklyn. Love that. Love that out of him.
That's
so
I think he
yeah,
wanted to
so
get
very
caught.
interesting. I mean, in like somewhat seriousness here, if this is actually linked to KD, which I don't know how the public will ever figure out if it is or not. I do think it's slightly like damning to him as like a player and like
no.
as people are going to think of him, like especially his peers, because like bro, like you share a
Bro,
locker room with these people and
bro,
yet you're
if you
going
know
behind their backs
KD,
and
bro, you
tweeting
know
stuff.
he's on the earth, bro. He gonna tell you straight up, bro. Like if you ask, bro, he gonna tell you, bro. You're
Okay,
boots.
but
Well, he's
is
not
he?
though.
You think he's walking up to Sengun and saying you
Probably,
suck? No,
probably,
he's not. He's not
probably,
doing that. He's not doing that. He's
bro.
simply not
That's
I
doing
okay.
that.
mean, he is nonchalant like that.
But
He could do that.
they're fourth in the West, bro. I mean, they play well. I mean, lately they've been playing bad, but I mean,
I mean,
the
bro,
dog
he called
days.
Jabari. He called Jabari the R word. Like, you think he's going up to Jabari in the locker room, just being like, "Hey," like he's not doing that. So, like, I think the players are gonna be like, I mean, like you can talk all hot like online, but you don't want to say any of this to our face. I think that'll be a pretty kind of a weird thing. But I mean, it's not that like it really matters. But again, this is all alleged, so we don't know. But just wanted to make note of that because that was pretty funny.
All in all, a pretty successful or thumbs kind of up All Star weekend for the NBA. We'll move on
Yeah.
to our college basketball segment, Survive and Advance. We are less than 2 weeks away from March, and I cannot wait for the madness. And we got some madness this past weekend and this past week. We're going to start off with the Houston Iowa State game. I touched on it a little bit when Nate Heise hit the game winner. It was just pure Hilton magic on Monday night. That place is very, very hard to win at. And even for my national championship pick, Houston Cougars, I did not expect them to win this game. It seemed like a game where they lose. But it was a very, very hard fought game. Kingston had a a game again. Like he's just the guy. And Joshua Jefferson, I didn't even know he was a transfer a couple years ago from St. Mary's, and he's turned into a first team All American on the cusp. He's one of the
Absolutely.
best point forwards in the country. So I'm very. It's just classic Big 12 basketball. Maz, what do you think of the game?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great game. I mean, from start to finish, like just battling. And Iowa State's defense is suffocating. And I think the craziest part to me was that Kingston Flemings looked absolutely unflappable. I mean, there's a clip. Hopefully, I'll be able to put it right here. But early in the game, he gets trapped in the corner, and he essentially dribbles out of it, fades, hits a mid range shot over a body, and just does not care, just straight cash. I mean, he's just not affected by the moment at all in any way. And like you said, Joshua Jefferson. I mean, I was just so impressed by his game. I mean, I had watched a couple Iowa State games leading up to this, and so I knew that he was a very big part of their team. But I mean, his just all around game and his effectiveness in every aspect of their game is so imperative to their team. Taman Lipsey, I love. Like I just love like a really gritty point guard who's not necessarily here to score all the time, but I mean to have 9, 8, and 4, a real Draymond Green type stat line. Um, I thought was great for him. And yeah, I mean, Iowa State's just a very tough team, a very good all around team, definitely Final Four caliber. And so yeah, so it was a great showdown in Hilton last night.
I just got two more notes. Kingston again. He had 22 coming into the game. He was averaging 25.4 points against ranked teams throughout the year, which
Jesus.
is insane.
Mm.
And also, Iowa State won the game without getting the production out of their top scorer Milan Malchilovic, who is probably not probably he is the best shooter in the country. He's shooting 51% from three on 7 attempts per game. That's insane.
Mm.
And he's
Mm.
six. What is he? He's 6'8". So it's like, what are you
Mm.
gonna do with that? Any other
Nothing.
notes from you guys?
I don't have much on this game now.
No, no.
All right, we'll move on to Saturday night. Was a banger of a game. We had Texas Tech against Arizona with the Red Raiders getting the W. The second loss for the number one team in the country, not anymore. They have dropped down. There's a new number one we'll talk about soon. But it was a great game. I think the highlight of the game was JT Toppin and his performance. I mean, he had 30 and 10 again. I think he had 30, 31, 13, something like that. Um, he was first team last year. He's going to be probably first team again. Him and Christian Anderson are the best duo in the country. And for Arizona, I said this last episode that you might hit the panic button, and they lose again, and they lose Koa Pete, their star freshman, who is set to be reevaluated in a week. So I think he will
Mm.
miss Saturday's game at Houston, which should be a banger.
Mm.
Miles, what do you got on
Mhm.
this game?
Yeah, kind of like you said. I mean, JT Toppin in the offensive rebounding, especially in that overtime period when you know everybody's exhausted. I mean, Arizona's front line was obviously depleted, not having Koa Pete. The backup, who is a very integral player for them, Toby Awaka, had to play 37 minutes because of the absence of Koa Pete. So I mean, he was exhausted. And I mean, banging down there all night pause with JT Toppin was like was a big ask for him, and so you saw the him be worn down in OT, and so in OT JT Toppin was able to grab a couple big rebounds, get them out the shooters, and they were able to make the necessary plays down the stretch to win this game. Like Matt has highlighted, and we said all in all of our podcast episodes, honestly, up to this, it's a two-man show for Texas Tech, and they were able to get a little bit of something out of Donovan Atwell to supplement, but it was really the Chris Anderson show and JT Toppin show. And I mean, they were able to ride that to a win over what was the number one team in the country. And we'll have to continue to see how much they grow and how and if I mean, because if either of these two have a bad game at the wrong time, I mean, in March, it's kind of clipped for them. So we'll see. Not looking too hot for Arizona right now. And yeah, I mean, Matt's prediction last episode might come true. I mean, if I know the BYU game seems a little bit more manageable now with sadly with Richie Saunders out for the year with an ACL, prayers up. But I mean they still have a pretty tough schedule these next 2-3 games, and yeah, I mean it's not looking great for the Wildcats who may have peaked too early, but you never know. So we'll see.
Yeah, and look at the box score. Jaden Bradley didn't have his best game, and this is where I struggle with Arizona because you need the other guys to make shots. And we all love Braden Berry. He's a great freshman, but he's still a freshman. And Ivan
Mhm.
Karchenkov, who has shown flashes, is also a freshman. So there might be a Sweet 16 game, round 32 game against a good team that you need these freshmen to make shots. And it's like, are you sure? That's where it gives me pause. They're such a very talented team, as we all know, but they do have their holes. We'll move on to a game that happened tonight, as wrapped up as we were hopping on here. Miles' Michigan Wolverines came into Mackey Arena and got the W 91-80 against the Purdue Boilermakers. Miles, what'd you think?
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to see much of this game, but I mean, new number one team in the country, officially with Arizona moving down all the way down to 4 in the rankings that came out yesterday. But I mean, it's just such a balanced squad. I mean, to have 6 players in double figures tonight, Elliot Cadeau with 17 and 7, Trey McKinney. It's really hard to say one of the best freshmen in the country with this freshman class, but I mean, he's up there. He's a great freshman. Everything that you would want out of a 5-star freshman, to be honest with you. LJ Kaysen is a great backup point guard to have. Obviously, Yaxel, the front line of Ade and Morez. I mean, it's just such an all around great squad. And yeah, I mean, they were able to go into Mackey tonight and other than Trey Kaufman Wren, I mean, they were able to pretty much shut everybody down. I mean, Matt noted that Braden Smith was held scoreless in the first half. And their third guy, Fletcher Lawyer, was only had 11 in 32 minutes of play. And so I really think the defensive end is what Michigan should get more credit for. I mean, they're obviously everyone knows how potent their offense can be, but their defense is suffocating at times. And I think they're gonna ride that through March and hopefully to the Final Four and hopefully to a national championship. So it was a great game tonight for them.
Yeah, and your note on Trey McKinney, he's kind of been phased into that late game two guard for Elliott. Kind of Maury Burnett was that for last year, and Roddy Gale kind of in that mix. But
Yeah,
McKinney's
get
gotten
Roddy
up.
Gale out of there, please.
Trey McKinney's got an uptick of minutes recently in these late game situations, and I think you see this number one team in the country, one of the best KenPom ratings in the past decade, and they're still tweaking and they're still getting better and they're still finding their roles. It's a very scary sight, but I'll give props to TKR for having 27 against that daunted front line. I
Yeah,
don't know if any
I
big.
don't know how he did that. I don't know
I
how
mean,
he
he
did
did
that.
take 26 shots, but I mean, still a
You're gonna
hard thing to
have
do
to.
when you're banging against those dudes. Pause. But yeah, and Clough didn't really do anything, and their connectors didn't really show up at home, which is a really good win against the 7th ranked team in the country. Any other notes on the college basketball landscape?
Just the Texas
Just
Tech
look at
is
the
some dogs, but that's it.
Yeah, just looking at the box score here, Will Cheddar only played 7 minutes. So I'm hoping he didn't get injured, but that's my only
No,
concern right
I
now.
saw him on the bench because Mara fouled out and he was like giving him a towel like a good boy like he should. Um, we'll touch. I guess we'll touch on the fight that happened. Bryce Hopkins returned to
Whew.
Providence. It was a close game. Providence was leading for most of it in the second with 14 minutes left. Bryce Hopkins is going. He's a clear fast break, no in front of him, and Duncan Powell just comes and clobbers him in the. He could have. If you look back at the replay, he could have had a block, like an easy block, but he blocks him clean. But he comes through on his face, pause, hits him in the mouth and pushes him, and then a whole
Mm.
scuffle ensues. Pushes from Dylan Mitchell, from Jalen Sellers. The whole St. John's bench gets ejected for coming onto the court, except Ian
Oh
Jackson just
my
stood there like a ghost, which I appreciate. He knew the rules. and they needed him to close out the game. And right after that, Bryce Hopkins hits the 2 free throws, and they go on a 9-0 run, and they never looked back from that. So it didn't really help for the Friars, but I think the Friar faithful didn't really care. I think they got their lick in, and they were fine
Yeah,
with
that's
that.
what that's all they wanted, really. They just wanted to get their lick back against Bryce. Um, yeah, I mean these basketball fights. I mean, I think sometime last week after we recorded was the NBA fight between the Pistons and the Hornets, and now we got this. It was crazy. And there was actually like a second wave of this fight that happened not too long after the Bryce Hopkins push. Happened and yeah, and I saw Patino was like, don't ask my players about, they don't want to, we're not talking about the fight. um we'll let the Big East handle it. And I know the Big East handed some disciplinary action down to I think just the
Yeah,
guy
just
that
Powell.
pushed. Yeah, just Powell. um so yeah, so I'm sadly, I mean, it's part of the game, but yeah, the Providence guys got their get back.
Yeah, this was probably their highlight for a lost season. I mean, Kim English, talk about no pulse. I mean, he said he
Yeah.
didn't want any FU chance to Bryce Hopkins. Like, does he know what happened? Was he there? But that he's gonna be fired soon. So, and we saw Jerome
Yeah.
Tang, our boy, got fired. That was pretty sad.
Oh my gosh, bro. Have you, and like, over what? Like, he
Over
literally
that
just
press
said in the press
conference,
conference. I know, but did you hear anything crazy that he said in the press conference? He
well,
literally was just like, I'm embarrassed.
saying
We played terrible.
no, they said no one in that locker room deserves to wear a jersey, and not a few
He
of
was
them
wild.
will, most of them will not be back next year. Is what he said. So it
Oh
was pretty
my
crazy.
god.
I mean, it's fan speak, but like,
But and
that's
if you look
cause
back at
that's
his
cause to get fired.
well in the language, I guess it was. But and then you look at his previous comments where he's like, PJ Haggerty's the best player in the country, and we have the best shooter, and we have the best bigs. It's like, and now they don't deserve to wear a jersey. It's and he definitely has not been doing the best coaching job, and he has a
No,
talent
definitely not.
to win games and not be under 500. And
Hmm.
it's been a rough two couple of years after Keontae and Marquise and that team. Little
Yeah,
baby.
it's been it's been a fall off, sadly.
So yeah, that was
Agree.
pretty decent. I mean, most of the ranked teams won, but later into the weekend it got a little dicey. So that was college basketball. That was Survive and Advance. We'll move on to the Men Corner, our golf segment. Miles and Nana will take over as I do not watch golf.
I love golf. I love golf.
Just the TGL.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
Neeks does love golf, and Matt specializes in TGL. So no TGL
It's
this week. But we did have
unfortunate.
Colin Morikawa winning at Pebble Beach, one of the iconic courses on the PGA Tour schedule. This was Colin's first win since 2023. Almost 60 plus events since he last won on the PGA Tour. And I mean, it was a shootout, sadly. I mean, you never like to see a historic course like this kind of get, beat up by the players. But it's just when they play it, it's pretty easy to score. I mean, other than the wind, the greens are very receptive and soft, and so it's pretty easy for them to be able to win. But Colin played well all week. Um, but Sunday, Scotty came out like a monster, and Scotty took over the lead. And then Colin hit a long putt on, I believe, 13 or 14, forgive me, to tie Scotty, and then was able to take the lead back. And then Minwoo Lee got the lead, took the clubhouse lead from Scotty at one point. And so he posted 21 under, and then Colin was kind of chasing that. And then Colin just needed to birdie the 18th hole in order to win the tournament. And the group in front of him, Jacob Bridgman, hit the ball over into onto the beach, tried to hit the ball back onto the green, didn't make it up. So then he had
Yeah.
to go back to the fairway where his ball first crossed out of bounds, hit his shot onto the green. Then he got onto the green and he couldn't get his ball to stay because of the wind. So the wind kept moving his ball. So it took him, like, Colin had to wait almost half an hour between his tee shot and his second shot into the green. in order to hit. But
It's
he was
almost
able to come
like
away with
playing with one of us. We wait 30 minutes in between tee shots.
literally that would literally be like if Colin was waiting
Playing at the
behind me,
local muni.
I'd be shitting myself behind, and I would probably hit it everywhere and not be able to finish the hole. Yeah, shout out to Colin for that. And we already touched on the the Anthony Kim news down in Aussie land. So that was nice. And next
Shout
up
out
is
Adelaide.
yeah, shout out Adelaide. And next up is the Genesis Invitational, which is Tiger's tournament. It's hosted by Tiger Woods at Riviera Country Club, which is one of the most beautiful and challenging courses that they have on the PGA Tour. And so, yeah, so I'm excited for another great week with another signature event with all the best players in the world. And yeah, now
Yeah.
you got anything?
I mean, you pretty much covered it all. You got it all over
Yeah,
there.
sorry.
No, yeah, I'm excited for the Genesis Open. I love the Riviera course in the Palisades. Like, I was looking at the overlook of it earlier, and it's just such a crazy design and layout, and being right in the heart of everything. And so it's definitely going to be a fun week. Obviously, Tiger's going to be very active this week. Hopefully getting some good interviews off and things like that. So yeah, I'm excited. But besides that, just the AK win. Obviously his first on live, so shout out to him. Good job. But yeah, we'll see what happens coming into this next week. I didn't check the odds. So Nico, you might have to check that later, but I'm sure that Scotty and Minwoo and Colin are all favored heavily. So if you're looking into betting this week, I'd maybe go with some of those guys.
All right.
But that's kind of all I had.
Where they at next week? You know?
Yeah, they're
Mm,
playing the Genesis Invitational at Riviera Country Club. It's in the Palisades in California.
Should
It's
be a good
Tiger's
week.
tournament. Tiger did today in his press conference announce that he is trying his absolute hardest to play in the Masters this year. So
mm,
we're gonna have that. We're gonna have that Tiger to make the cut bet, lock it in.
yeah.
Neeks is tailing me. He already told me. He called me and told me that he's tailing my
Tiger.
bet.
So,
Um, Um, but yeah. Also alive looking at the odds. Scotty is currently at plus 340
there
to
we
win the
go.
That,
I was
tournament.
gonna
that,
say plus 300, but that sounds about right.
that's actually not bad. He's
Yeah.
usually like plus 200.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
usually he's
So
been plus 225 like the last couple of weeks.
hmm yeah, and he's just had
But
bad Thursdays in both
Yeah,
waste management and this past week. So if he
but
gets off to
if you
even like
can put him
slightly
in
a
the
better
top
start.
10, he'll 100% hit top 10.
Yeah, I think now he's had 18 straight top tens.
well, Max Homa,
Like
right?
Mhm.
Max Homa. Yeah,
gross.
the odds for freaking for golf is insane. Holy
Well, yeah,
crap!
because it's hard to win. It's hard to
Yeah,
win
this
a
is
tournament in
You
72
guys,
holes.
you guys gotta start cooking, bro. Come on, plus 20,000 odds, bro. 10,000
bro,
But
odds.
Neeks.
yeah,
I mean, and the thing is like you never know. You really never know.
But it's
you
usually
truly never
Scotty,
know.
right? Scotty wins.
Like
Yeah, or gets top five.
I wonder who had the
Bro, Rory.
um
I think
Colin
Rory.
ticket.
Rory's odds is
no, I
crazy.
was gonna say Goddard up
Yeah.
because for
My boy.
Scottsdale, like that
Our
honestly
got
probably
up
would have been
ticket
a
would have been
crazy that
yeah,
would have been a crazy
that would have been a good
lay.
payout.
And
Um Neeks, if you're looking for some value, I would say Hideki
Hideki.
Matsuyama won the last time they played here. 2 years ago
Although
actually.
he yeah.
Last year because of the California fires, they switched the venue, so they played at Torrey Pines last year for the Genesis Invitational. But the last time they played at Riv, Hideki won in dramatic fashion. He had a crazy last round. Super Bowl Sunday actually in 2024. Sorry.
Mm.
Um, and so that was a pretty good. But I could see Hideki, and he's had some good form, so I could see Hideki having a good week. But that's all the golf news that I got. So
Olympic hockey, and it's been going super well for the viewers, as there's games starting at 6 a.m. and they go till 3 p.m. And we're getting into the quarterfinals tomorrow, as we are recording this. That would be Wednesday, and we are down to 8 countries. And I think the surprise that everybody had was Slovakia, led by Yurig Slakowski. He plays for the Canadians. He played in the last Olympics because he wasn't in the NHL yet for Slovakia, and he had a couple goals, and he led them to this same round. But them added with a couple other NHLers, Simon Nemec from the New Jersey Devils, 21-year-old defenseman, both 21 years old, and they got a bye into the quarterfinals, which no one really expected. They don't really have that many NHLers on the squad, so it was good to see. They got they had the one of the games of the tournament. Trying to find it. They beat Italy 3-2, which was a pretty good game. And Italy for the first 2 games put up a fight, but then they lost 11-0 to Finland.
Oh my God!
And then they lost 3-0 to Switzerland and got eliminated today.
Rough stuff.
So the quarterfinals are set for Slovakia versus Germany.
Yep.
Germany's led by Leon Draisaitl, hard contender for the Oilers.
Beast.
Canada versus Czechia, or the Czech Republic. Canada seems like a force right now. Connor McDavid is leading the Olympics in points. He has 9 points in 3 games, with a +7 plus-minus, just showing why he's the greatest player on the planet. Along with Macklin Celebrini making his Olympic debut, along with McDavid, as NHLers haven't been allowed in the Olympics since 2014. This is their return. Macklin Celebrini is the leading goal scorer for the tournament. He has 4 goals. And he's timed with Tim Stützle with Germany, who's having an amazing season with Ottawa and is coming on along very well. The next game would be Finland against Switzerland. Switzerland led by Devils captain Nico Hischier and Timo Meyer. Finland's got a squad as well. That's going to be a pretty good game. And then the U.S. started the last game of the quarterfinals against Sweden. The U.S. team, everybody's getting on the fun. No one's really leading them in points, but the Kachuk brothers have been playing well. The Hughes brothers have been playing really well. Austin Matthews leads the team in goals. The captain, which was we didn't talk about this last podcast, but that was a kind of a weird choice to me as a captain with a lot of the other guys on the squad. I think either the Kachucks could have got it, but hasn't really affected them yet. They were undefeated in pool play. But yeah, should set up for a great tournament coming up. It seems like it's going to end with a matchup with Canada and the U.S. As an American, I am not that confident in going into that game, as this Canadian team might be the greatest team ever assembled. They got Sid the Kid, they got Nathan McKinnon, they got Connor McDavid, Macklin Celebrini, all these guys. The U.S. has a squad as well, but we saw in the Four Nations they did go 1-1 against each other, but Canada took home the trophy. But yeah, Neeks, have you been watching the hockey at all?
Yeah, I've been watching it. I know I've been watching the Canadians wreak havoc. I should be betting on them, but I haven't. I'm actually putting a parlay together right now for the hockey tomorrow.
Yeah, Canada beat France 10-2 in their last game. They beat Switzerland. They beat Switzerland, who's a very good side, 5-1. Just took care of business. And Czechia, who's also not a bad squad, they beat them 5-0. So the only type of deficiency, if you can call it that, is their goaltending. It's not the elite of the elite, but that's the only spot the U.S. would have an advantage there with Connor Hellebuck, who's, when he's on his game, the best goalie in the world. But you gotta put the puck in the net to score the goals.
Does Jake Ottinger not exist?
No, he's the third goalie on the roster.
Third.
Jeremy Swayman got a start in the preliminary round.
What are we doing?
I don't think the Otters gonna see any ice time unless injury.
Heck yeah.
a bad
Free
showing.
art, man. Free art.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard when you got Connor Hellebuck right in front of you. You know what I mean? And he's a Winnipeg Jet, former, aka Atlanta Thrashers back in the day.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Bro,
sir.
Smalls
Former
don't even know about
Thrasher,
that Atlanta Thrashers, bro.
Raptors.
bro. That's why I learned how to ice skate.
If we want any bets,
Bro,
if you want to throw any
ice
bets,
skate right now.
I think
I'll
I
go
think a
right now.
game you get good value is the non-U.S. and Canada games. Germany and Slovakia should be a good game, and I said Finland and Switzerland is gonna be a good game. If I had to take anybody, I think I would lean Germany to take a W. That's 6-10, so either get in now or wake up super early to watch that one. And then I'm obviously gonna ride with Switzerland. Switzerland's got 3 Devils on the team with I said Heeshear, Timo Meyer, and Jonas Siegenthaler.
Fire.
I saw Jesper Bratt was scratched for Sweden. I think the coach hates him. I think some things are coming out that he's a weird guy. So yeah, that's all the Olympic hockey for now. Next week we'll have a whole results. We'll know who won the medals, and we'll be breaking down U.S. Canada soon.
Okay.
And to end it off, our FanDuel agents or just bets that we had or guys that we saw sell. Anybody got anything?
I do not have one this week.
I was just gonna before you take the floor, Neeks, because it's gonna be straight Neeks for a little bit here. I did going into Sunday this past week of Pebble. Akshay Bhatia had, I believe, he had a 2-stroke lead over the field, and then ended up finishing, I think, just outside of the top 7. So I mean, absolute choke job. Or he finished T6. Sorry, but he was the 54 hole leader, and then ended up shooting even the entire day and never really got a start. So I mean, to go from 54 hole leader to T6 to end the day, kind of tough. But yeah, so that was the only guy that I even remotely had as a
Seems
FanDuel
legit.
agent.
Did you bet on him?
I did not.
I guess my one FanDuel agent, I bet on the U.S. versus Latvia game. That was the first game the U.S. played, and Latvia coming in was the worst team that qualified for the Olympics. And I took Tage Thompson to score, who scored. Quinn Hughes to get 2 points, who got 2 points. But I took the over 6.5 because I thought the U.S. would put it on them, but it ended 5-1. They gave up one, which I was excited about, but they only put 5 past the Latvian goalie. So yeah, boys, they got to play better to beat this Canadian side. They haven't been playing their best puck. So, Neeks, you got anything?
Got to get the magic of 1980 in there, hopefully.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing I bet on, but there's a boxing fight coming up this weekend. My favorite fighter in the sport, Ryan Garcia, fighting Mario.
Wait, do you have a hater?
Barrios. Huh?
I think. Why would I like Ryan Garcia? What's there like?
Okay.
I mean, he got beat by Tank and kind of fell off.
That's Neeks' favorite boxer.
First of all, he did not get. First of all, he beat the shit out of Devin Haney. Do you not remember that?
I do remember.
Yeah, I think he's talking about Tank.
Oh, bro, that first. Don't get me started with that fight, bro.
I said Tank.
There was no hydration clause. Ryan.
Oh, here we go.
Messed up, and Ryan. If you look at the fight, Ryan looked like a goddamn skeleton, bro. And he hit him with a clean body shot. You know, no more. I mean, Ryan after that fight, he beat Luke Campbell. He beat not after that. He beat Oscar Duarte. Like I said, he beat the shit out of Haney. It just didn't count because Haney legit sued him for beating him up. Crazy. But this weekend, bro, it's lock. I think it's a plus for the knockout, bro. He's knocking him out, bro. Cold.
Straight knockout.
Who is he fighting? Who is this? Walmart
he's fighting the lightweight champion right now, isn't he?
He's fighting Mario Barrios.
Walmart.
Yeah, he has the title.
Yeah. No, yeah, I know Mario.
Ryan's a
Mario's
favorite.
A dog.
Minus 260. Like I said, knockout plus 125. Yeah. Even Will the fight go the distance? Minus 112 for both sides, bro. Like it's even money. The fight does not go the distance, for sure. Definitely not.
Is there a hydration clause?
Confirmed.
Can he drink some water or something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Little Ryan needs some water.
Bro, Ryan's looking fit for this fight, bro. He's looking good.
I just think it's funny that he does all these body shot challenges on TikTok, but then he got put down with the clean one from Tank.
Bro, that was like 3 years ago, and he got.
I know.
Okay, but I haven't heard his name since, other than body shot videos.
What are you talking about, bro? He fights, bro. He literally fought. He lost his last fight in last year, but like I said, he came out on suspension because Haney sued him. What are you talking about? He beat the shit. He beat the brakes out of Haney, bro. 3 fucking knockdowns in the fight. He was plus 500 that day, mind you, and I was telling everybody and their mother he was gonna win, bro.
Was that the one in Times Square?
Huh? Yeah, it was
the one in Times
Square.
Oh, that fight? Oh, yeah.
Bro, we watched the highlights in your room.
I know. I remember. I was trying to think of the fight.
This at all.
I remember this fight because it was in Times Square.
Mario Barrios literally
the Times Square.
Manny Pacquiao. He drew with a 46 Manny Pacquiao, bro. Like, come on. He's fighting the 27-year Ryan Garcia. He's gonna get put on his fucking ass, bro.
But I'm seeing he sued Ryan because he tested positive for a banned substance.
Nah, it was all bullshit.
Wait, he fought with banned substances in NYC Times Square, bro?
It was like the I forgot what it was, bro. But it was bullshit, bro.
Austrian.
Bro. Yeah, Austrian. Bro. Fucking, it was like.
What is Austrian?
Austrian. Who knows? No one knows what it is. Bro.
I'm pretty sure it's a steroid. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's a steroid,
bro.
And
Ryan,
and he was overweight too. Did he weigh in over the limit?
Yeah, bro. He literally weighed in, bro, with the beer. He chugged the beer weighing in that day. He was.
So then why did he do that?
You guys are not boxing us, bro. Leading up to that fight,
you realize? Okay, I hope the viewers realize every time Meeks is losing an argument, he's like, you guys don't even fuck with the sport at all, anyways.
Bro, you guys don't watch boxing, bro. Leading up to that fight, bro, Ryan was wilding out, bro. He was drinking, bro. He was not like he was.
I do remember
because he was doped up on
crazy.
He was tweaking.
No, he was like drinking. He was like, I don't know if he was smoking
any substance before that fight, and he's been fighting since he was like 13 years old in the amateur. He is a brilliant.
Okay,
fighter.
Well, he was pissed that he lost.
Well, Barry Bonds didn't test positive for anything until he grew 50 pounds.
Bro, Austrian, bro, is nothing, dude. It was like a teeniest gram of a substance he got even called for. And he even said it was a tainted supplement. Like, bro, Ryan's never tested. He's never tested anything before that fight, bro, and after the fight, bro. He's always been a clean fighter, bro. Well, you can get that out of the question, bro.
Got you. I mean,
Paul George
was a clean. Paul George was a clean basketball player up until a couple weeks ago, and see what happens.
Paul George. I mean, bro, that's Paul George, bro. Fuck cares about Paul George. Just watch.
Okay, I'll go with Uniques. I'm excited to watch this fight just to see because the last fight
knockout, bro. Last fight,
you think?
He knocked before, bro. Yeah, he sold.
That's why.
But he was.
I remember the Times Square fight. Obviously, my boy Jose was there, Times Square. But before that, the only notable thing that I had from him was the Tank fight. Dude, and to be fair, going into the Tank fight, you can ask Miles. I was going for Ryan Garcia. I was going for him the whole time. I did not think.
Okay, so after the Tank fight, right? He like I said, he fought Oscar Duarte. He knocked.
I don't know who that is.
He's a great because you don't watch boxing, bro. Obviously, you're not gonna know who he is.
You don't even have a wiki page.
Literally right here. Yeah, like I said, after the Duarte fight, bro. He got a knockout against Oscar Duarte. He got him with a clean liver shot, just like the fight he got hit with before against Tank. So he obviously
okay. So
it was a no contest.
He used the move that fucked him up on somebody else.
Obviously we all saw the Devin Haney fight. He had 3 knockdowns. He was spectacular in the fight. He looked fucking amazing, which I said he would.
Wonder why.
He lost, and then he came off a year suspension, and he didn't really look good for the Rolly fight.
A year?
Now he's playing for
Yeah, he got a year suspension for being sued
he got
and being
suspended.
caught.
He did a year, and it's supposed to be just
It's the
just
tiniest
milliliters
little
of
gram.
steroids.
Bro, you can go watch the freaking what's it called? The little pre-fight mini camp movies. He's
I'm
fucking.
sure that they got
dude.
a doc about it now.
What is
Yeah,
the
sponsored by
fight?
Ryan Garcia.
Bro, he's fighting this guy, bro. In his last fight, Mario Barrios, bro. He has 2 losses, one's to Tank, and
Mario
one is to Manny
Barrio.
Pacquiao, bro. He fucking drew with Manny Pacquiao. No, he didn't lose. He drew with Manny Pacquiao.
That's
So
pretty
I think
crazy.
Ryan's gonna beat the fucking shit out of him.
What version of Manny Pacquiao did he
Bro,
draw
the
with?
46
What year?
version. He fought him in February. In July. He fought him in July, and he drew with Manny
This
Pacquiao.
last July.
I'm moved.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. You guys should tune in. I think Ryan.
I mean, I don't know. We can go down the line of like, I guess who he's won, who he's lost, but we'll see what happens.
He
Like,
got a 1-year suspension and got fined $1.2 million.
But Ryan's rich as fuck, bro. He paid that shit off like so fast.
I mean,
Ryan's
I
easy.
bet.
Yeah, I would hope so.
How much was the purse for the Times Square fight?
But he got mad. They both got mad money. You can look it up. Let me see how much he got.
Yeah, I'm looking
How
at it right
much
now.
did
Times
Ryan
Square.
get?
I mean, they had to pay back the Times Square guys.
Bro, for the tank and for the tank
AKA
fight,
Jose.
they both got paid mad bread, bro. I think they got
Garcia?
paid like
Yeah.
Garcia got
What
50
was it?
mil. He got 50 mil. And
50
he got 35.
mil?
Yeah, he gets paid, bro. Like he's like that.
50 mil, bro.
Yes.
Damn,
That's
50
wild.
mil to be
I
on
mean,
steroids is crazy.
But to be
Bro,
fair,
he's
bro,
not
you get
steroids,
you get 50. You get 50 mil. I mean, you keep like 75% of that. You could take a year off. You could take a year off. You could not do it. You could take all the rest of your years off.
But is that worth being a
Screw it.
disgrace to the sport?
Bro, he's not disgracing the sport, bro.
Yes.
I mean,
Everybody knows that Devin Haney's a bitch, bro. He
got dropped by
sued him for
Tank.
getting beat. Like, come on, who does that, bro? Come on, be a man, bro.
I'm seeing there might be a 2 coming.
I mean,
no way.
Again, honestly,
They gotta do like
he been
19
ducking, bro. He
drug
been
tests
ducking.
just to
It
make
could have been
sure.
fault, but he been ducking.
Oh,
Can I ask
Haney
a
said-
question,
Haney,
Meeks?
Haney said maybe not because when Ryan lost, he said he's washed.
Bro, Devin Haney sucks,
Tough.
bro.
If Ryan and Tank had a rematch,
Bro,
who do you think's winning?
I still think
not on the-
Tank
they're
looks
not on the same
even
weight
cleaner
class, bro.
now than he did then.
They're just not in the same weight class. They can't fight.
Yeah, I
Ryan's
know.
not
I saw.
Excuse
He's
me.
not physically fit to go down to 135. He just
I think Logan Paul wanted to fight Tank, and they were like, "Bro, what are you talking about?"
they were gonna fight.
Well,
remember?
that was
I
gonna
know, but-
happen. That was gonna happen until
Yeah.
some domestic stuff happened, and they were like,
Yeah.
yeah,
That was
we
weird
can't.
to see, bro.
But at the same time, Logan Paul's like 30 pounds heavier, bro.
Bro, all these boxers
it
are
would've
just
been
bad
gross.
dudes, bro. There's bad news.
They fight
Yeah, I
for
mean,
a living.
Bro, yeah, I was gonna say, what
I
do you
don't think anybody-
expect?
Well, I mean, like
They're
Paddy
not
to Body is a
upstanding
good guy off the mat.
The guy.
Who?
Paddy Pimlet.
I love Patty. You got
Patty?
Like
I mean-
Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, and all these guys
Okay,
are like
UFC
upstanding. They're not like
fighters are
beating their
different.
wives.
UFC fighters are
Mm.
okay. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
but
true, but
crazy, bro.
John
I don't know.
John Jones, the greatest of all time, is a terrible human
Well,
being.
yes, but he was doped up on crack. Like
he was pretty crazy.
It's like Ryan on
there's good.
PEDs.
There's good and bad. I mean,
Exactly. I agree.
Francis Ngannou,
I agree.
Patty. I mean, did you see the video of him? Like, it's like a Ring door camera, and he's like, "Oh man, I'm so sorry, my dog just shat all over
Yeah.
your front porch." He's like, "I would pick it up, but it's diarrhea." And the dude was like, "Bro, are you Patty? What are you doing?" But yeah,
Oh,
so
that's so
we'll see. We'll see. Boxers are a different breed, though. I feel like boxers are. I don't know, but
yeah, Neeks,
yeah.
we'll keep an eye out for your boy.
we're looking
Hopefully-
forward
who's
to
he
that.
Bro, he better knock him out, bro.
Who is he fighting?
Mario Barrio.
Mario Barrio moneyline.
Hell no. Yeah, if you take that, you lose the money, bro.
Can I bet a Ryan
Mario has the title right
disqualification?
now.
Bro,
Yeah.
Mario
Oh,
sucks, bro.
Can I bet a no contest due to PED suspension?
what's the weight? What's the weight?
I think they're fighting. I think they're fighting at like 147.
Neeks is so
Okay.
serious about this shit.
Okay. I'm curious. I want to see if Ryan.
Bro, my boy's looking clean, bro.
Yeah, he looks
My
juiced
boy's
up.
looking clean, bro.
No, that is.
He
Yeah,
looks
that's so
like
juice.
he got
He's
some
looking
more
clean.
tats. That's what $50 million worth of tats gets you.
Bro, he's looking good,
I'm
man.
gonna be prepared because
He's
every
looking
day
good,
I've been
bro.
doing this.
Wait,
I
do
don't
you
think
see
we
that
can
like
play this
injection thing
audio.
on his arm?
Bro, I'm telling you
Is
now,
he
here's
still-
here's the fight's gonna go, bro. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it ends in like 3 rounds. I'm not even joking.
Really?
Mario knockout?
It's gonna be a clean, bro. He's just gonna get him, bro. Get a clean left, bro. Easy, bro. It's gonna be.
Yeah, Mario's
From the
gonna catch him, bro.
little.
I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you now. Watch our next recording, bro. Right now, Ryan Garcia is gonna get him clean with a left, bro. It's gonna be done. The fight's gonna be over, bro. Like,
When did they fight? When did they fight?
this weekend. This Saturday.
This weekend?
Saturday, I'm assuming.
Where's it at?
I think Las Vegas. Las Vegas.
I was gonna say Vegas.
Let's be
MGM.
out. Let's be out. AT
Bro, I
good
wish
trip.
I want to go to boxing fight so bad, bro. I love it.
Bro, let's go watch. He's probably boxing the spear. He's doing it in the spear, Nico.
Nah, doing it at the MGM Grand.
What OF model
Yeah.
is Ryan with these days?
I think he has a wife that he cheats on. Horribly.
Yeah.
Bro, Ryan's the man, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna
Ryan's
say. I
the
thought
man.
he was like with a OF model like every week.
Ryan's the man, bro.
Then Nick just goes, Ryan's the man. Ryan's the man.
That's-
Cheats on his wife
Does he
all the time.
Does he live in Vegas now? Does he live in Vegas now?
I think he lives in Cali, or he lives in Texas or Cali, one of those. But
Probably in
Ryan
Cali.
Garcia, bro,
He's
don't
not
make me
built.
look
He's not
stupid,
built
bro.
for
Knock him the
Texas.
fuck out, bro. You
Yeah,
got him.
for real.
You got him, gang.
All right. Well,
Alrighty,
we'll
well-
see.
Yeah.
Well, any other bullshit we want to talk about or no?
Fortnite World Cup. When is that gonna happen again?
Bro, stop.
Wait, what did you just
we're
say?
not
Fortnite
we're
World
not
Cup?
doing this. We're not doing this.
Is Ninja
We're
in
not
it?
doing this.
That washed, dude.
Ali,
You can't even compete with Fortnite kids nowadays, man. They're too good.
What's up, Fabalam?
too good.
Bro, I'm doing no build. No build, just straight.
Honestly, I play build
That's not
mode, bro,
Fortnite,
but I'm
though.
not scared to play build.
Bro,
I do it for
Fortnite no build is basically just Battlefield. Prove me wrong.
Bro, I love Battlefield. I play it. Great game.
Yeah, 25 kills, pretty crazy.
What? You play Battlefield?
Yeah, I play Battlefield.
Yeah.
I just haven't. I haven't played Xbox in a minute, but
No,
yeah,
Let me know, bro. I'll play with you.
Call of Duty. I can't remember.
You still play
What's the
games
one
now?
What's the one that just came out like last year?
7?
Warzone.
Yeah, COD 7.
I don't know if it's Warzone. I don't know if Warzone came out.
No,
last year.
Warzone came out a long time ago.
I'm just
This
I'm
guy.
just here to shoot the shit, guys. I'm just here to shoot the shit.
What do we do now? That
Remember the
football's done?
BO2 days, bro? BO2 was the shit.
I know. First Sunday without football was kind of depressing.
Very early Super Bowl winners next year.
Oh,
Go.
like
Oh jeez.
Very early.
hasn't even been a free agency or draft.
I hate
Yeah, who
these.
knows?
Give me the
I
New York
hate
Giants,
these.
baby. Give me the
No,
Giants.
I'm gonna go
Oh,
Houston.
I was gonna say
Texans.
we're
I'm
just
just
gonna
kidding.
say all of our teams. Like what?
Yeah, I think Eagles.
God no.
God no, and you're saying the fucking Giants. I'm out of here. This guy stinks.
Go dark.
With Matt Nagy at OC, yeah, of course.
Sure.
Like, I'm moved.
But how about Sean Manion, boys? You saw that? He's gonna be dialing it up.
Mm.
He's the new Eagles OC.
Fun times.
Sad times in Philly, you know.
Nah, he did good work. He did good work with Love.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see. I mean, it's all the scheme, and you know, someone's got to talk to AJ.
We gotta get Hurts running, moving. Not even like just designed runs, just moving out of the pocket. Like, come on.
Do anything.
Like
Some
who looks
bootleg here
Who
and
looks
there.
at Jalen Hurts is like, yeah, I want to be a pocket passer. Like that's not what he's gonna do.
Like that's never been the vibe.
Don't get me started. Bear down.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well,
Alrighty. I think this was a good episode. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
that was a good one.
It was a
Let
good
us know-
app. It was a good app.
let us know in the comments.
Good or
if you liked
bad,
it.
all you could do is watch.
Let us know like your thoughts on Ryan Garcia in the comments or something like that. And
Tell us, do you think he's washed, or do you think that Tank was secretly cheating?
washed or nah.
Nah.
Tank
But
is a
make
good
sure
player.
you
Is he juicing?
maybe.
Who knows?
He's clean.
But
You never know.
alrighty. Yeah.
Guys, like and subscribe to the YouTube.
Go
Leave
check
a
out the
comment.
clips pages.
Check out the clips on TikTok, Instagram, X.
Join my Discord. You guys want to tell my
On the X at across the board, you could find it. It should be like in the socials or something. All the
Link in the
socials.
The
bio.
description in the
Link in the
In the
bio.
description. All the socials, and we'll catch y'all next week.